I am massively surprised, and I mean it's a different surprise than the rest of the year. In a way that I think most of the year we've been surprised in Q1, where we straight away got to Q1 and we are faster than expected. But there we got to Q1 and Q2 and we're like, okay, that's as expected. We're going to fight for 5th, 6th. And then we get to Q3 and we put it on the front row with the 2 cars. So it's a late surprise, but a good one. So really happy with that.
Yeah, a bit surprised, of course. I think we did a very good job to recover after a tricky weekend, very struggling a lot to put together laps on soft tires. And then suddenly in Q3 we just found a lot of grip in our car and keep surprising us positively in qualifying, but for some reason in the race it's a bit the other way around. No? And tomorrow there's 71 laps and we need to hold off a very strong max, so let's see what we can do.
The progression was just not good enough, and I think in Q3 the balance was just lacking a little bit. I couldn't really be very smooth on the steering wheel, and I was sliding around a bit, and around here that's really killing, and it really overheats the tires too much over one lap, and that I think cost us today.
Lots of good energy right now. I just want to rip my shirt off, and but anyway, I'm very happy with P4. Like it's an amazing result for us as a team. But so on one hand, I think the result is crazy. Obviously today's half the job, but we'll focus on tomorrow in an hour or so. But I think for the next hour we'll enjoy this, and it feels very, very, very nice.
I think the progression that we had through qualifying wasn't great, especially Q3. We lost a set in Q2. We put an outlap on it, and just the progression in Q3, I felt like it could have been quite a lot better.
I was a bit happier in qualifying. I think we made some good changes. We did. I think our processes were just good. It's just the car was unfortunately not quick enough this weekend, and that's it.
Anything you've got a feel on for long run pace, whether you can move forward?
No, I don't. Overtaking here is very difficult, so I don't anticipate a lot of overtaking.
Yeah, I think the pace before Q3 was strong. It just didn't really come together in Q3, and I don't really know why. I think that's probably the most frustrating part at the moment. We'll have a look and see what I could have done differently, whether we should have done something with the car, but just didn't seem to find the step in pace that everyone else did.
It's really frustrating when it comes down to the tyres, because at the end of the day that's the only thing that changes between each of these consecutive runs. We got it wrong, others got it right, so we need to understand that, but definitely not a good place to start.
I was hoping for a bit better, but I think that just in the end seemed to be where the pace is for us, but in the end still both cars in Q3 it is really good for us if we look at the last weekend example, so yeah, I'd take that.
Do you have a sense of your long run pace and whether there's some forward motion that you can have tomorrow?
I have a sense that it's similar to the quali pace relative to the others. Well, that's what we've seen this weekend, so that gives me confidence that we can get some good points tomorrow, but that will obviously need a perfect day, but looking forward to it.
I was again a little bit frustrating, just missed out again. Not the first time we missed out Q2, Q3 for just a few hundred, so today we was on the lucky side, so yeah, made it count when it matters. So yeah, I was able to just make improvement on the car, feeling more comfortable, and happy with the laps I was able to do, but clearly not enough for more today.
Well, I must say it's been definitely better than we had hoped for, so I think we maximized everything we had in the car. This track for some reason just really doesn't suit our package. We've seen it yesterday. This morning it was very tricky for us, so we knew it would be difficult to get out of Q1, and in the end we're only a position away from Q3, so no, I'm happy with the job we've done, but yeah, we got to find the reason why it's been so tricky on this track.
You're always hoping for more, you're always hoping for better, but to be honest, with the weekend that we've had, it's been a real struggle. All the sessions we've played a lot with the setup. I mean, we went left, right, center, up, down, twisted. So, but happy with the changes we've made again into quali. I think they felt good, positive, and to be honest, 12th. If you had told me that before the session, I would have definitely signed that one.
Fernando, we're used to seeing such silky smooth performances from you, but it seems like it's been a bit harder to find this weekend. How was qualifying for you?
Yeah. Well, not only this weekend, has been few weekends that we're struggling a little bit, unfortunately. But this weekend maybe even more than normal. So yeah, a little bit something to understand. We were not performing at our best level, so we need to come back to that level as soon as possible.
You don't seem to agree with the decision the stewards have handed out to you on track limits.
So I don't think it was track limits from what I've seen. I know my front tyres were slightly out, marginally, but the rear tyres were still in. Because of course, as you cross the curb, your rear tyres don't go past the white line. And actually, the FIA, they showed me an external shot of the corner, and it's a ballsy call because for me the rear tyres are still on the white line. So anyway.
Are you going to leave it there and focus on the race, or are you going to have a word?
The problem is it's done now. So they make these decisions, and then there's no chance to review it. Anyway.
You've been one of the sensations of this weekend, pace-wise. Are you confident that you can at least recover to the points and maybe high points?
Let's see what we can do. I hope we can pick up the pace a little bit. I think our long run pace was decent, but the problem is actually, despite this long straights that you see, it's not that easy to overtake here. So let's see.
I knew that we will take penalties, so I do as much as I can for the team, and glad that I helped teammates Daniel. The car seems anyway really fast this week, so. But yeah, probably he didn't need it, but it's good. It's good that extra help that gives extra confidence. So yeah, see how I can do tomorrow. I'll try my best tomorrow to score points.
It was a very poor Saturday. Obviously, very tight margins out there, but we only tried to go with 2 sets of tires, which in hindsight was maybe not a good thing because of what happened on track. There has been a lot of queuing, a lot of traffic. I picked up traffic in my lap. There was like 6 cars in sector 2, which made me suffer during my second lap. So we should have been able to go through, but we didn't. It's been 3 to 4 races that we are on the wrong side of things, and it keeps going. So we keep on focus, and hopefully tomorrow things will turn around.
It's been a tough weekend, not doing FP1 and then having an issue in FP3 as well. Haven't really had the best of preparations.
Well, Lance, it's been a bit of a tricky weekend for Aston Martin, but just couldn't quite put it together out there. How was qualifying for you?
Yeah, really tricky.
Birthday tomorrow. Is there anything that suggests that it might be a more positive day for tomorrow?
We'll see what we can do.
And with the upgrades, are they starting to come together when you're feeling that in the long run pace?
It doesn't look like it.
One of the favourites for today, and it just didn't go your way. What happened out there for you?
I locked up. I went off for my one lap. We had one problem on the first run, and then the yellow flag from Fernando on the final run. So it was a shame, but my one opportunity that I needed to put a lap in, I locked up and I went off. So
the disappointing part is we have a good car this weekend. Didn't even do a lap. Everyone's stopping in the pit lane, impeding, yellow flags. Never even got to really have a go at it.